Hello, my name is Will Brown, and for this project, my group is focusing on debates surrounding human trafficking. Human trafficking is a form of modern slavery that affects everyone in Kentucky, whether they realize it or not. The National Center of Missing and Exploited Children reported that 86%, about 12,000, of the cases they worked with in 2015 were endangered runaways, and 1 in 5 of those children were victims of sex trafficking. This was reported by Deborah Sauber. My subtopic that I will be discussing today is an attempt to make people see the facts about human trafficking in a more local focus on Kentucky. I will be discussing the best methods for combating human trafficking, which are public awareness, the passing of House Bill 229, and working with survivors of human trafficking to restore them to normal life. Kentucky is currently ranked 9th in new cases of human trafficking. When most people hear the term human trafficking, they think two things. One, that human trafficking is only sex trafficking of prostitutes, and two, that human trafficking is not something that happens much in first world countries. Both of these are completely wrong. In an interview conducted by Renee Shaw called Bill Aid's Investigation of Human Trafficking with Andy Beshear and Michael J. Brown, who both work in the Attorney General's office, Brown states that most people think that human trafficking as sex trafficking, when in reality, labor trafficking is also a big problem in Kentucky because of the agricultural business. In this interview, Beshear focuses on the importance of House Bill 229, which makes it easier for different branches of government in Kentucky to work together to solve problems, or to solve sex trafficking cases. Any trafficking, human trafficking. Sex trafficking is also a big problem in Kentucky. Nationally, one of the largest sex trafficking hotspots is the Kentucky Derby because it brings so much money into Louisville. Luckily, Kentucky is also home to an organization called Catholic Charities. They created the Bakita Empowerment Movement initiative, which helps human trafficking victims recover from the trauma and financial insecurity that hits hard after being freed from human trafficking. Public awareness is also a vitally important factor in combating human trafficking and taking steps in schools to fight human trafficking, which is an article by Mike Marseille. The argument is made that the most useful tool in fighting human trafficking is through education about human trafficking and posting signs of how to report human trafficking in schools. These signs include exhibiting a change in behavior or participation in sports, acting out or sometimes appearing to be meek or scared, having a history of homelessness or frequent changes in address of living, having branding tattoos, carrying multiple cell phones, gift cards, or cash, and using lingo that might be common in the commercial sex industry. Currently, there is a large focus on training teachers to spot these signs, and the results have been very positive. It is also required by law that the signs that inform teachers on how to report human trafficking are posted in schools. The most beneficial of these three, we have the House Bill 229, we have the educating teachers and school staff about human trafficking, and then the last one is the Bakita Empowerment Movement run by Catholic Charities. The most beneficial one of these is the House Bill 229 because if these cases aren't followed through correctly, and there has been a long history of them not being followed through, then we cannot stop human trafficking. That's what it's all about, is stopping it. And that is by far the most important part of this presentation. So, thank you.